And we're here. This is Flo of all things Flo. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My channel curates dope and authentic conversations with real people. And as a professional in transition, I'm going through a real period right now, real tough, real transformative. So I decided to quit my job and discover a life that was authentic to me. And these are my things that I've learned, things that I'm still working on. And self-care, it ain't always pretty. So we're gonna do this together. We're gonna grow together. We're going to transform together. Everything is not cute. I will not have on eyebrows all the time. And you just gotta deal with it. So here we go. Also, so the inspiration for this video comes from YouTuber Lynette Atkins. I've been following her journey to see how she's been handling self-employment, and she has some really good tips on her channel. So I love what the content that she's putting out about this process. It's so beneficial. So definitely check it out. So in May 2021, I decided to quit my job and discover a life that was authentic to me. I ain't know what that means. I still don't know what it means. I'm still figuring that out. But I have learned some things along the way, and I really want to share 10 questions that you need to ask yourself before you decide to quit your job, okay? I know a lot of people give advice and they say, this is what you should think about. These are things you should do. I'm gonna just give you some questions to ask yourself, because at the end of the day, you got to be the one to pay your bills. Okay? All right. So question number 1. What is quitting your job going to fix? Okay? So you working at an ain't shit job that you don't like. What is quitting going to fix? Because, for me, it did give me time, but it gave me more time to stress. More time to stress about things that, had I not been stressing as much, they probably would have worked out. But, having a solid plan in place, and not just one that you think you're supposed to do, but one that you actually want to do, is a very good way to answer this question. So if you don't have a plan, it's nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong, I quit jobs without a plan before. It's very possible. But you have to make sure that you at least know which direction you're going in, because otherwise, what's the point? All right, question number 2. Have you developed a routine? So this was a big thing. I'm still working on this because I have a good morning routine. I'll start, then I'll stop, and I'll start. So having a routine to show you what you're going to do from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep, and setting that the night before so that you don't wake up trying to think of what you're going to do, is a good question to ask yourself. Do you have a solid routine where you can wake up at a certain time and give yourself the time that you need to get your day started before you go to work? Is ideal. All right. Question number 3. Do I have discipline? No. Okay? I don't. But I'm working on it. And so, hence, the reason why you should ask yourself this question before you quit your job. I know my problem was trying to figure out, how do I give myself grace for wanting to watch Netflix or wanting to watch TV, knowing that I still have things that I need to work on. So having the discipline to, continue your workouts, continue your time to be able to, let me put this on silent, hold on. Sorry. So, you have time to do your routines and have discipline to do your routines. It will make a load of difference once you decide to quit your job, because the next question is going to tell you why. Your girl was, don't get me wrong, I was the people's employee, okay? I did my job for the people, not for the people, not for the employees, okay? So I'm not for the employers. But what I realized was that when did I wipe my eyebrow? Oops. Close to it. You decide to quit your job, And say, for instance, you go into work for yourself, you become self-employed, you then become your employer. And I was not a good employee. Okay, I would have fired me by now. But I think it's important to remember that if you are going to be your employer and your employer, then you also have to be the type of employee that you want to be. So are you coming to work on time? Are you completing your task in a timely manner? Are you productive? Do you work hard? Do you work well with others? All of those things determine what type of employee you're going to be for yourself, the employer. So you're one and the same. So definitely think about that before you quit your job. What type of employee do I want to be so that I can be great for my employer? And the great thing is that they're one and the same. All right, so question number 5 is, have you considered therapy or career coaching? So this is very important because sometimes the stressors, as we know, especially in the last year and a half, have astronomically gone through the roof. And so sometimes seeking therapy or career coaching can help you deal with some of the stressors in your work environment, or to determine if this work environment is suitable for your skills and talents. Because as you continue to grow, you may realize, I don't even want to work in this industry anymore. I don't even want to do this. And career coaching can help you develop a plan to transition properly into the next industry, or as a self-employed where you get a business coach, someone who can help you formulate a plan to transition, as well as therapy with it helping with dealing with some of the stressors, the mental and emotional stressors that you may be experiencing at work as a result that's making you want to leave. So before you decide to quit your job, definitely take advantage of, if you have insurance, take advantage of your behavioral health benefits, as well as your EAP. A lot of employers boosted up their EAPs this last, year and a half, 2 years. And so definitely take advantage of some of those benefits, because you may see that a life stressor or something of the sort is what's causing you to want to quit. But if you work through those issues and develop a solid plan to either transition or to deal with some of those issues, then you may find that you have some relief in your employee and job. Number 6, before you decide to quit your job, this is what you should ask yourself. You should ask yourself, what do you like to spend your time doing? Okay, like really, really, truly. Sorry, a plane is passing. What do you like to spend your time doing? Do you like to draw? Do you like to go to museums? Do you like to blog about food? What is it that you like to do in your free time so that you can determine which direction you want to go? Because sometimes not having those things clear from the jump and doing things that you think you're supposed to be doing will actually make you more miserable than if you would take the time to figure out what it is that you actually enjoy doing and like spending your time doing. So if you're going to use this time of quitting your job, then know that you need to be very clear on what it is that you're going to be spending your time doing, because that's 8 hours plus a day, not to include the commute of you going to work for a job. So what is it that you're going to substitute that time doing? All right, so I don't know what number, I think it's 7. All right, so have you addressed your concerns with your employer without fear of retaliation? So as you transition, and please keep your mouth closed. Don't say nothing to nobody, okay? You can have a conversation with there's a good rapport. You have a conversation with your direct supervisor, manager, boss, and address your concerns. I would recommend having some type of paper trail, something acknowledging that you have tried to address these issues before and they have not been handled appropriately. So These things are extremely important when you're thinking about quitting your job, because you need a paper trail. You need something to show that you have attempted to address the grievances that you have with your employer or with your boss or whomever, so that they have a clear understanding of what your needs were or are, so that you can get that shit handled, okay? All right. We're getting down to the nitty gritty of it all. And there's so many videos that can come out of these questions. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Let me know what you want to see more videos about, what you feel like, ooh, can you go into that a little deeper? I got you, okay? So this is the one, okay? Do you have enough savings? Baby, the money go real fast when you ain't got nothing coming in, okay? So please be conscious of the fact that you need an emergency fund as well as a savings. Now, if you've been blowing money fast, going on trips, flying, during coronavirus, that's on you, boo. You may want to take a few months, 6 months, a year to stack your bread before you decide to quit, because if you don't have a plan in place, that money's going to go real fast. And then you also need to think about what is your backup plan if in fact you do run out of money, because that's very much a possibility. It's very much a possibility. All right, number 9. I think this number 9, y'all keep track. Am I okay with not being supported by friends and family with my decision to quit? Okay, so this is, y'all listen close. Okay, who paying your bills? Who's paying your bills? Okay, the decision to quit is a personal one. Okay, nobody goes to work for you. Nobody knows the environment that you work in. Nobody has any clue probably what you do. Okay, so your decision to quit is 100% your decision. So you have to be content with that. You have to know that you need to do this for yourself, your mental health, your emotional health, your self-care, whatever it is that you're doing it for. You need to know that the reason why you're doing it is something that is authentic and true to you. Because if you're quitting for someone else, or if you are trying to, not impress, but if you're trying to garner the support of others, that probably won't happen. People probably will think you're crazy AF. So know that you quitting your job is a personal decision, and make sure that that decision is for you and you alone, or your partner, whoever's going to be paying your bills. And if you would like, I will post some affirmations, things to kind of keep you going, that encourage you if you're deciding to quit. If that's something y'all want, let me know in the comment section. All right, so this is question number 10, I believe. I don't know. I think. What would be your first next step? Okay. Say you quit your job. Okay. Resignation letter is in. Okay. They done sent you the exit interview emails. Okay. What is your first next step? That is something that needs to be discussed so early on in your decision to quit, because if you don't have the discipline or the routine in place, or know the things that you want to substitute your time with, then you may be falling into a trap of sad unemployment, stressed unemployment, okay? There's nothing wrong with having a job. There's nothing wrong with trying to, and I'm telling myself this because, like, I be like, I am the job, But I try to tell myself, like, there's nothing wrong with having a job. If I need to go back to work, there's nothing wrong with that. but I really want to X, Y, and Z. Okay. Big part of that was creating a space where I can have a channel where I can talk about some of these things, because this is a big part of what I love and what I want to do. So what is your first next step? So as you are transitioning out and you have put your notice in and they're notified, this is all hypothetical. You haven't even quit your job yet, but think about, if you did, what would be your first next step? Very important. Y'all thought I was done. I'm not. I got a bonus question for you. This is probably the most important question. Okay? So listen close. Are you ready? Are you ready to turn your life upside down? Okay? And if you don't have a plan to kind of keep you right side up, then you may find yourself upside down, drowning a lot more than you would like. No one person's journey is the same, but you can create a plan and a process that will help you. I'm talking to myself, but that will help you come into yourself a little bit faster, better. Okay, you don't have to go back to school. You don't have to keep applying for jobs. You can actually pursue the things that you want to do. So are you ready to do that? Or do you feel like you need a little more time? I can give you the shortcut. The time don't matter. The time is going to pass anyway. If it takes you 6 months, hopefully not 6 years, but if it takes you 6 weeks or 6 months to actually get this process going for yourself, there's nothing wrong with that. I think you just have to be strategic about what it is that you want and how you want that. Not necessarily how you want it to look, but what you want to do with your time. Because giving up that 40-hour work week can be overwhelming. It was overwhelming to me to be in that situation of like, what do I do? I've been working since I was 16. So it can definitely turn you upside down, but you got to know in your heart of hearts that you're ready, and only you know the answer to that question. So definitely let me know what you think about this video. Let me know if these questions were helpful to you. If you're thinking about quitting your job, let me know if this is something that you are now considering. So please comment down below. Definitely watch our next video as we discuss 5 reasons why you should quit your job. If you are in doubt, here's 5 reasons why you should do it. And I'm telling you from somebody who's a part of the Great Resignation right now. So there is nothing wrong with quitting your job, but here's the 5 reasons why you should. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, like and share. You know, send this to your homegirl. Like, girl, listen, I don't know what to tell you because I ain't gonna quit my job, but listen to Flo. She got it for you. Let me know what it is that you think about this video. And be sure to watch the upcoming video. I'll post, I don't even know if I'm pointing in the right place, but I'm going to post it down here for you to watch the 5 reasons why you should quit your job. And let's get into it. This is All Things Flo. Be sure to follow me on all socials and like, subscribe, share, all the good shit. All the shit that the YouTube people say, because I ain't got it down yet, but we getting there. All right. Thank y'all.